We are back. Now, I know what you're thinking. Marcos, this is not regular Pokemon VGC content. And this is true. I've been spending the whole day editing a video for the main channel, and it's not going to be finished until tomorrow. So I wanted to put something out today, but I also wanted to put out something that I felt like working on to take a break from working on that one editing project. So we're doing some TCG Pocket again. I didn't intend on uploading this 2 days in a row, but it is the reality of the situation. I just wanted to upload another video. I also now have the ability to stream TCG Pocket, which is really cool. It's a little stretched out, but hopefully you guys don't mind too much. But yeah, before we begin, if you guys enjoy this at any point in time, do me a favor, leave a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. And yeah, let's get into it. Gamersupps ad here. This channel is partnered with Gamersupps. If you want to support my work and get great tasting drinks, you can order Gamersupps through my link in the description down below, or with code Moxie boosted at checkout for 10% off. Gamersupps is a caffeinated product that I recommend only to my 18+ viewers, but my link will send you to their caffeine-free product section just in case. Every product purchased through my link supports my channel financially, so I'd really appreciate the support. Now back to the video. All right, so what we're going to be doing today is we're actually going to be using this Articuno deck that I stole off of like this one website. It got top 4 at a tournament. But our deck list is going to be 2 Articuno EXs. We're going to have 2 potions, 2 X speed, 2 Pokeball, 2 hand scopes, 2 red cards, 2 Professor Oaks, or 2 Professor's Researches, 2 Misty's, Giovanni, and 2 Sabrina. So the main concept of this deck is going to be basically by having 2 Articuno EXs, you're playing like the most gambly deck in the format at the moment. You're able to have 1 Articuno EX in your hand at the beginning, guaranteed. This is how the game works. For some reason, you will always have a basic. It's not like regular TCG where you can mulligan. You're going to end up with a basic in your hand. It's going to be an Articuno EX. You can instantly win simply by pulling a Misty turn 1, getting 3 heads in a row, and your opponent having a Pokemon on the field or a Pokemon in the active slot with nothing on the bench, and having less than 80 HP or 80 HP or less, and like you just KO it and the game's over. Basically, the whole idea of this team or this deck is going to be to use Misty to accelerate energies onto your Articuno to allow you to spam Blizzard, hitting the opposing active Pokemon and then chipping everything on the bench for 10. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I could also open a pack right now, but I'll open a pack later. I'll open a pack at the end of the video, but we're going to go in versus. We're going to get a random match. And we're going to load up a funny Articuno. All right, we're facing Babel. And let's see, what are they running? Also, I'm hosting a TCG tournament on Sunday this week, so yeah. All right, I'm going first. I usually prefer going second with this deck. But looks like we're going to have to throw Articuno out on the active slot. No Misty in hand. Hopefully we'll get the pull at the beginning. But let's begin. Routes. Looks like we're facing a Mewtwo deck. Let's see if we get Misty out of our pull. No Misty. We do get a red card in this position. There's not much you can do. I mean, obviously we can't attack. We can't red card. I'll end my turn right there. It's a little bit of a dead turn 1. Since I can't attach any energy. That's why I prefer going second with this deck. Attaching energy without needing a Misty is always really nice. They're going to Pokeball here. Let's see what they pull. Most likely... Oh, looks like they did not pull a Mewtwo, because usually if you pull Mewtwo, it's probably another Routes. They might be trying to avoid getting Sabrina. That's another thing with this deck. You have to be careful. You don't want to put your Articuno on the bench immediately, since getting Sabrina out into your Articuno could immediately just make you immobile. You'll have like nothing to do. Let's see if we get a Misty out of our new hand here. And looks like no luck there. We might be able to pull one at the beginning of the turn. They're going to go ahead and put... Oh, this is a weird deck. Routes and Zapdos EX. Wonder what the deck is. It could be just like a plan they put together. Not really like an established archetype. Maybe I'm behind on the meta. I'm learning just as much as you guys are. They're going to go ahead and hit us with a peck, though. Zapdos EX is kind of a frustrating thing for this team, though. Obviously, having that immediate damage. And there it is. There's the Misty. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put our first energy on here. And we're going to Misty immediately. We're going to flip a coin. If we can get at least 2 out of this, we are basically ready to go. Let's go gambling. I have such bad luck with this, but let's see if I can do it. All right, heads. Can I get a second? Yep. All right, we are ready to go. We are all set up. If we manage to pull an Articuno next turn, that'd be amazing. I don't want to hand scope just yet. We're just going to go ahead and hit the Blizzard. That's going to be a 2-shot on the Zapdos while also chipping down the routes in the back. So if that evolves into Curlia, it will go down next turn. Or it will go down as soon as it has to be in the active slot. They're bringing a Professor's Research here. And what are they going to bring in? They just forfeit. Yeah, no, that's the best part of this deck. The way I like to put it is you either win in 2 turns or you lose in 10. I think that's the best way to put it. Win in 2, lose in 10. All right, let's continue to go gambling. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, though. I mean, like, at some point, the gambling no longer pays off. You start to lose, and you just go, okay, time to throw in the towel. But yeah, this is... You can win turn 1 with this. Hopefully, I can get a turn 1 win on camera. I managed to do it today while I was just playing, like, sitting on the couch. Also, I do want to apologize. There is no audio coming through this capture card. I don't know why. I might have to get a different USB to HDMI converter, but okay, we're going second. But obviously, there's going to be music in post. It'll be fine. All right, we do have Articuno and Misty, and we're going second. As long as we don't get red carded, we're good. Basically, if I don't have a Misty in my hand, I prefer to go second. But if I do have a Misty in my hand, I prefer to go first because getting red carded turn 1 is always super annoying. All right, they're going to lead off Snom. And here's the deal. If they don't have anything, if they don't pull a basic here and we flip 3 heads, we just win immediately. That's the thing. All right, I'm hoping they don't pull a basic. They're going to Professor's Research. They're probably going to pull a basic, you know, in all likelihood. Yeah, there it is. There's Psyduck. Luckily, Psyduck... I get red carded immediately. Okay, please. Please, Misty. Please. Red card, Professor's Research, Pokeball. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do the classic song and dance known as Pokeball first, Professor's Research second. Hopefully we get a Misty out of this. Obviously, we can only pull our Articuno. So Professor's Research. I'm not going to put it on the bench yet because we have 2 Sabrinas. That's a little annoying. I guess that's going to be useful for the Psyduck because Psyduck is a little bit of an annoying Pokemon into Articuno since we rely so much on our support cards. But do I want to hand scope? If I can prevent like an evolution here into Snom, that'd be amazing since Frostmoth's also super annoying. So I am going to hand scope immediately. And we do see the Frostmoth and a Sabrina. I don't like any of that. We're going to go ahead and red card that away. Hopefully they don't get the Frostmoth back immediately because that means next turn I can attack. And if I manage to pull a Giovanni, next turn I can KO the Snom. Yeah, and we're going to, just in case they have a Sabrina, I don't want to put my Articuno on the bench. They did get the Frostmoth. Luckily, they don't have any energy on it, so Powder Snow isn't going to come out just yet. If I manage to pull a Misty here, that'd be amazing. They do have an Articuno EX in the back. I'm starting to see what their deck looks like. There's the Misty. They're going to try to accelerate energy. Come on. Hopefully, their gambling doesn't work out and mine does. All right. Come on. Stop. Stop it. All right. So... that's onto the Articuno. That's not the end of the world. It's better than the Frostmoth, in my opinion, because Frostmoth can be a pretty annoying mon to deal with here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Well, Professor's Research here. Or maybe I want a Sabrina. Do I want a Sabrina immediately? I guess. Yeah, I actually do want a Sabrina immediately. Because I'll be able to bring out the Articuno EX and hit that without having to play the am I going to be asleep at the end of the turn game versus Frostmoth. And if they want to send in Psyduck instead, I suppose that's all right too. They do send in the Psyduck. We'll go ahead and we'll go for our Blizzard here. Or our Ice Wing. Psyduck does have a retreat cost of 1, so they're going to have to waste an energy onto that if they want to get it off the field. All right, they have Frostmoth ready to go. And looks like they're not going to retreat the Psyduck. Looks like they're just going to end their turn there. That's really nice. We do get a potion that should be useful in the upcoming turn. Here, I'm going to go ahead and go for another Professor's Research. Hopefully we can draw a Misty. Giovanni, Pokeball. Getting a little unlucky here with our draws, but it is what it is. That's the nature of this deck. Sometimes you win off of just, you know, pure BS. Sometimes you lose off of just not getting the card. We're going to go for the Blizzard here. That'll be a KO on the Psyduck. We're going to chip the Frostmoth in range of the next one. But in all likelihood, it's going to be the Articuno EX that comes out onto the bench, or onto the active slot here. Or the Frostmoth. Okay, maybe they have a potion, or they want to play the gambling game of will he stay asleep this turn. But I am just about comfortable enough to put the Articuno on the bench since I can start transferring energies onto it. They're going to get that Articuno up to 3, so they're ready to go. They're going to... Never mind, no Articuno for me. Maybe get an Articuno and a Misty out of this. That'd be useful. All right, there's a potion. There's Misty. No Articuno, but there's... That's not to say I can't draw it. Not to say I can't draw it here. That'd be really useful. All right, please wake up. All right, that's some poor luck there. Can I draw the Articuno? Not quite. A little frustrating. We'll go ahead and we'll put a potion onto this Articuno. Get it back up just a little bit so I can stall a little longer. No reason to red card here. I'm just going to go ahead and attach that energy because there's nowhere else for it to go. I could also just end my turn if I really wanted to. But yeah, we'll end the turn there, unfortunately. Let's see if we can wake up. I can't stop winning! This Articuno is going to be an issue. Hopefully they don't pull a potion. If I were them, though, I would probably just retreat, get the Articuno out into the bench. Or out into the active slot. That seems to be the best course of action here since they can go for Blizzard. No, they just go for Powder Snow. Interesting. I don't agree with that. All right, we do manage to wake up, which means I can attack this turn. I will get that KO. And if I'm lucky... no Articuno just yet. I can potion here to make sure I don't drop to the Articuno. But I really, really, really need to make sure that I pull an Articuno in this next turn, or I am going to lose to that Articuno EX. Yeah, that's going to be how this goes. Good luck, energy. It doesn't do anything. Do I want a red card? I don't really want a red card. There's not really a point here. They have 2 cards in their hand. Not worth it. So we go for the Blizzard. I'm going to drop that Frostmoth. We're going to get some chip damage on their Articuno. Their Articuno is likely going to hit the field. They're going to go for their own Blizzard. And if I'm lucky, I pull the Articuno, and we're going to have to gamble to win. Maybe I can pull a Pokeball. I don't think I've used my Pokeball yet at all. There's the Snom. They're going to Blizzard me, I'm sure. All right, and we need to pull an Articuno this turn, or it's just over. There's the X speed. That's the match. Unfortunately, no luck on our side as far as pulling the Articuno goes. That's the frustrating part about this deck. Sometimes it just ends up dead drawing like that, but we can see the match and we move forward. That's what I mean. This deck is you either win turn 1 or you lose in 10 turns. All right. Continue. Hopefully not as frustrating of a match as the previous one up here. We're facing Machi, level 8. And see what they got. I would say the most annoying matchup for this deck has to be Pikachu. Just because like there's so much immediate damage going out into the Articuno. All right, we're going second. We do have Articuno and no Misty, so that is about what I want. I mean, obviously it's better just to have the Misty, but if you don't have the Misty, it's preferable to go second as we're facing a regular Articuno. Let's see, do they have their own Misty? I wouldn't really mind getting red carded here. No red card. Hand scope. I don't want a Pokeball just yet because I actually don't need them on. We'll go ahead and... You know what? You know what? Why not? Let's see what you got. Let's see if there's a Misty in your hand I can get rid of. Looks like Blastoise EX, Wartortle, Giovanni. There's probably a Misty somewhere in there. I don't really see a point in getting rid of any of these cards just yet. We can red card in a turn or two, but I'll end my turn there. They're going to get their energy. Luckily, I can attack a lot earlier than they can. We get another hand scope, so We can check out their hand another time here. I'm gonna Giovanni here just because I'd like to pick up the KO on the Articuno next turn if they're not able to pull a... Actually, you know what? I could win in a turn here. Let's see. Do they have a Squirtle? They don't have a Squirtle. I don't know what the likelihood of them not pulling a basic is if I red card them, but I'm gonna hope it's higher. I'm just gonna do that. If they don't pull a basic this upcoming turn and they don't have a potion in their hand, I can just straight up win. We're gonna Ice Wing here. It's gonna do 50. And then after another Giovanni, we'll do another 50. But in all likelihood, they'll probably have a basic. They'll probably have a basic ready to go. But if not, you know, lucky me. All right, there's the basic. It's gonna be the Snom. But we can just start throwing the Blizzards out. There's the Misty. Unfortunately, I gave them the basic and the Misty, which is kind of bad luck. Let's see if their gambling doesn't work out for them. Misty's probably like the best card in the game at the moment. All right, come on, stop it. All right, they're gonna be able to throw out a Ice Beam here. Hopefully, we don't get paralyzed. Being paralyzed would be really annoying here. All right, nice. Managed to avoid that. There's a Squirtle on the bench now. We pull a potion. We're just going to go ahead and use that right away. Attach our third energy. I can get this KO. We're going to chunk the Squirtle for quite a bit. Actually, yeah, there's no reason not to just Blizzard. I was going to say, like, is it more efficient to... No, I'm stupid. We Blizzard now. Next turn, I'm going to Pokeball. Because, like, you know, if they ever... They're not going to red card me if I have only 2 cards in my hand. But they will red card... They might red card me if I have 3, is the issue. There's no reason to red card at the moment, though. There's a Squirtle. Can they evolve it? I'm going to bet yes, but I think I can score the KO with Giovanni this turn. Yeah, they concede. Nice. All right, so far we haven't gotten the 1 turn, but the 1 turns do happen. I want to try to see if I can get that. Because I really want to put that in the thumbnail. This deck wins in 1 turn. All right, let's run another one. Battle. Level 15 player. All right, what have you got? Going second. Do I have a Misty? No Misty in hand. That's whatever. We might get it, though. Start the battle. And if I'm lucky, they'll put something on the bench. They'll put 1 basic of 80 health or lower. That is a basic. It is not 80 health or lower. That is a Zapdos EX. I hate this matchup. All right, Misty, please. Can I get a Misty? There's the Pokeball. They're going to draw another basic. Probably a Pikachu deck. Professor's Research. There's no way they're not going to have a Pikachu on the deck or on the bench here in a second. There's no way they don't. There's a Voltorb. Yeah, this looks like Pikachu. Pikachu. Okay. No Pikachu EX. We don't quite draw what we want. No energy on the Zapdos just yet. Zapdos does the least damage of all of all these Pokemon to mine, even with the fact that it's an EX. So there's no reason to Sabrina them or anything. I'm gonna hand scope and just check out their hand, see if I want to get rid of anything. There's a Zapdos EX and an Electrode. I'd rather not deal with Electrode, so I'm gonna red card. Hopefully we can get rid of that. And stall another turn. It'd be really awesome if I could pull Misty next turn, because I could just Sabrina them. And like I could Misty this next turn, get up to 3 energy, then Sabrina them into Pikachu and start chunking the deck. Pikachu EX, there they are. Okay, we're gonna have to pull another Articuno soon, otherwise this is gonna be an issue. They do have the Electrode still. Professor's Research. Oh, they're really getting going here. All right, no energy on the Pikachu is interesting. Usually you want to do that. They do hit me for quite a bit of damage there. Pokeball. We can get the other Articuno, which is really nice. Get a second one of these. So I'll Pokeball, pull my Articuno. I need to make sure that can hit the bench whenever I need it to replace what we have here, because I don't see this guy surviving too long. What's the retreat cost? 1. What about an Electrode? I mean, I'd rather have them have to spend a there's no retreat cost in Electrode is the issue. So is it a waste? A little bit of a waste. I'd be playing for a misplay effectively. Dude, no retreat in Electrode's crazy. You know what? Let's play for the misplay. Maybe they're not smart. Maybe they don't go into Electrode. They go into anything else. Misplay. Electrode's really interesting. I mean, like, having no retreat cost means that, like, if you get Sabrina, it's just a, okay, go to Electrode, go back. They're thinking. Hold on. If they don't decide in 9 seconds, the game decides for them. Ah, they thought about it. Okay. Sometimes you got to go for the misplay. All right. We'll Ice Wing here. Luckily, there's still no energy on anything but the Zapdos, which is very nice. So even if they do retreat and go back into Zapdos, they're not going to hit us for too much damage. And if I pull a Misty here, that'd be ideal, because I can accelerate energy onto my Articuno. Or onto Articuno number 2. Artidos. We can accelerate damage onto Artidos. That'd be awesome. Not damage, I mean energy. But regardless, we do get at least 1 Blizzard here. We do pull the Misty, so now it's time to gamble. Let's go gambling. All right. 1. Okay, that's still better than nothing. Yeah, we just go for the Blizzard here. Could I have... Nah, I probably should have actually done the Misty first and then determined where I was going to put my energy after that. Luckily, they do have to put the energy onto the Zapdos here if they want to get a KO. Because Peck's only going to do 40. And if my Articuno survives this turn... Yeah, they shouldn't be able to get a KO here. And if my Articuno survives this turn, I can put energy onto my Articuno EX and we'll be fine. Alright, they are going to put the energy on the Zapdos. And they could just straight up not get a KO here. That'd be really cool. That is a possibility. That could happen. That is a real possibility that, you know what? Okay, this is getting a little precarious because now we need a... Now we just don't get the KO on the Zapdos. Okay, I think we lose. Unless they fail to get this KO, we lose. They have to roll 4 tails in a row. They are really making sure this KO happens. Come on. Tails. Tails, I believe in you. I believe in you. Dodge. Okay, we that's probably not a good sign. I'm gonna say it. That's probably not a good sign. I'm gonna say that our gambling days might be behind us. We're gonna do one more after this because I really want to try to get that turn 1. I really want it, and so far the gambling hasn't been too effective. All right. Funny enough, because of a little thing called luck, the game is not over by any means. Because of a little thing called luck. They could just straight up fail to KO me. If I survive this turn regardless, I go for Blizzard next turn, so there's not really a reason to Giovanni. I might need that later. We'll just Ice Wing. Alright, let's see if I get lucky. See if old Marcos gets lucky here. I can live 2 heads. I can't live 3. So I need them to get at least 2 tails. One. Okay. That's ideal. However, that Pikachu does have energy on it now, so it's probably game. Actually, the potion's going to be helpful here. Let's draw 2 cards. Actually, I don't want a Giovanni, obviously. We'll draw 2 cards here. We might get a second potion. Or did I use my potion already this match? There's a Misty. Doesn't really matter. Hey, thanks for showing up, Misty. I'm glad you're able to show up right here at the end. If they don't have a basic in their hand, I think I have a shot. Put that energy there. Blizzard here. We have to survive one turn against Pikachu, basically. If we survive one turn against Pikachu, we're probably... Actually, no, we're cooked. We're cooked, because Pikachu's going to get the second energy, and it will two-shot us. I believe that's game. Unless they run out of time, because they're really taking their time for some reason. Look, you got to play it out as though your opponent runs out of time. Does it always select Pikachu? Okay. I mean, also, we don't win still because they can just free retreat. They could literally just free retreat. I think they were just trying to flex on me. That no retreat on the Electrode is crazy. If I pull a Sabrina, I win. That's my win con. Yes! All right, you ready? You ready for this? Beep. We pulled the Sabrina. And they can see. I can't believe we actually got that. I was like, look, if we get a Sabrina, it's just over. Like, we're fine. All right. I'm going to do one more. I want to go for the turn one win. I really want to go for the turn one win. This is a gambler's deck. And I want to get that one turn gamble. I want to go first. I want a Misty in my hand. I want to roll 3 heads and just win. All right, we're going second. No Misty in hand. We have Professor's Research, though, which is nice. And let's see. Zapdos. Ah, okay. This is going to be another rough one. Professor's Research, likely going to pull another basic. Probably another Pikachu EX player. 2 Pikachu EXs in a row is a little annoying. There's a Pokeball. They're going to pull another. They're going to get a basic here. All right, let's see. They have the ideal Pikachu EX setup. That's a Zapdos EX. Maybe they have like a Pikachu EX deck, but they don't have like a second Zapdos EX. All right, a little unfortunate there. I'm going to red card them because I don't want any of what they've got going on. I'll just red card immediately. No reason to even check. Catch our energy. Professor's Research. Hopefully we can pull a Misty here. Look, the best thing you can get out of Professor's Research is Misty and Articuno. Unfortunately, we don't get it. No reason to Pokeball yet. We can Pokeball on the turn. We want to put Articuno on the board. That's a big thing with this deck. Because if you get like red carded and you need to like, draw for Articuno, it's better to not waste your Pokeballs early on in the match until you want the Articuno just on the board like that. Like if I had an Articuno on my hand and I had used my Pokeball that turn, that would have been awful. But check this out. We have a Misty in our hand. That is great. We might pull the Articuno here, which is like the ideal position. And Zapdos EX hits the field. Be the end of their turn. No, they have pack. All right. All right. I did quite a bit. Do I pull the Articuno? I did get the X speed. Do I want to gamble with the Misty just yet? I kind of want to gamble with the Misty. Look, we're gambling today. It's not optimal probably, but if I get 1 energy here, that'd be great. Nope. All right, so today's just it's not the gambling day for me. It really isn't. So far it has not been great. But we're still winning our matches, so let's see. It's almost like we just didn't have that Misty, It's almost like that Misty didn't exist, so we didn't actually waste it. Okay, so it's almost like we never actually hit the Articuno. Actually, that's more akin to what's happening. Yeah, I'm gonna need to pull a Misty again, and preferably the second Articuno or a Pokeball, either one. Both work here. True combo: pull the Professor's Research, get the Misty and a Pokeball. Pokeball in the Articuno. Gaming. That's how you do it. Ideally, though, the Misty just hits the hand, so I don't have to use the supporter card this turn. All right. They're really taking their time here. Waiting for the opponent. Peck. And do just a bit of damage. All right. No Misty. Let me think. Professor's Research here is good. No reason to Giovanni just yet. There's the Sabrina. To avoid damage, I could Sabrina right now. Or, I mean, like, in the next turn. No, I just want the KO. Yeah. I don't have a potion, right? Okay. Blizzard here. I'm really confused as to how they have yet to have, like, another basic hit the bench. I don't know how that's managed to be the case. But it's nice that they're, for some reason, spreading out their energies. There's the Pikachu. I was really curious. It's nice that they're spreading out their energies for me, so, like, no Pokemon has, like, a significant hit. And looks like they're just going to attach energy to the Pikachu here. I'm going to go ahead and take the KO on the Zapdos EX. I really absolutely have to pull a Pokeball or... We just lose now. Because we failed to pull the, yeah, we just completely failed to pull the second Pokemon. I can't Giovanni, I can't X-Speed, I can't Hand Scope. None of those really make a difference. Yeah, Pikachu just ends up on the field and KOs us. Unless they, like, throw. So, you Blizzard here, and you hope for the best. Yeah, that's a little annoying. We're gonna get a second loss today because couldn't manage to pull the second Articuno or a healing item. And that is 30 damage onto us, and that's gonna end the game. Unless they fail to recognize it, which is very hard to fail to recognize, actually. Yeah, good game. That's a little annoying. No Pokeball, no Articuno. That's the thing with this deck. Like I said, it's a gambling deck. But it's still fun, you know? Sometimes you're able to just, like, skill through it. By, like, you know, having the right, like, order of operations, making it, like, more likely that you get the cards you need. But it is what it is. That's gonna be it for today. It was a fun deck. I mean, like, I didn't get the one-turn win, but I might insert a clip of the one-turn win just for fun at the beginning of this video. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Let me know what decks I should check out next in this game. Like I said, we're not going to be doing this every single day, but I really enjoy playing this game right now, so we'll be exploring it. Have a nice one. Bye.